Hello everyone, it's Scotty Cuball here with my first tutorial on Battlefield 2042. If you enjoy watching the video or find it helpful in any way, please feel free to hit that wee subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Now we've got all that out of the way, today's video is top 10 tips for Battlefield 2042 with one bonus tip at the end, so stick around for that. Let's get started. So as you might have noticed in the background, I've been killing bots. This is our first tip. Once you begin playing Battlefield, I would strongly recommend playing at least a few bot games to start. There's a few reasons to do this. The first being to learn how the game flows, as the pace can change very fast at any time. As bots are not as good, this will allow you to get used to the different paces. Learn the map. You will be able to get to grips with the map without the pressures of real players killing you. You're also able to upgrade your guns, unlock some of the attachments, and even get new weapons themselves. This will be the same with your vehicles. Also, if you haven't flown in Battlefield, I definitely practice in solo or co-op first, as it can be difficult at the start and players destroying you while you learn won't help with that. Also, get free pick of the vehicle rather than you having to wait for the teammates, because your teammates will take it quite a lot instead of you. Your XP is unfortunately restricted unless it's double XP weekend, then it'll be at 100%. The next tip I have for you is about weapons. At the start, I'm going to advise you use an SMG. As you can see, they're a good all-rounder gun having medium range, which will suit most combat scenarios. The main reason I advise it is because you're able to switch from sprinting to hip fire faster with an SMG than any other gun. This allows you to travel the map very fast and get an advantage over some of your enemies, which can be very helpful when planting and defusing bombs, especially, as you can see. The map environment plays a huge factor in Battlefield 2042. There are many different kinds of terrains. This means lots of highs and low points, and lots of different objects for you to hide behind. Be careful if you're up high, as it may seem a good idea because you can see everywhere, but you'll become a target pretty fast because you have multiple enemies looking at you, but you're only looking at one enemy. I would definitely advise using cover, as it makes a big difference. Some covers can unfortunately be destroyed, so you need to bear that in mind whenever you're picking a spot of where to hide. Attachments or optics play a huge part in Battlefield. You will unlock these as you progress with each individual gun. An easy way to do this is to play a few bot games to unlock some things, even if it's just until you unlock a decent scope. You're able to change or modify your attachments from the loadout menu before you get into the battle. As you can see, I'm changing to add an extra scope on. Once you're in the battle, you'll also be able to change your attachment or optics depending on what's needed in the current situation. As you can see, I changed from a long range scope to a short one and then get a kill. This is then to help me storm the building to capture the objective. When you use a sniper, it's going to give off a glint. If the enemy looks at you and sees your scope, it'll give off a glint. So what you want to do is when you're traveling around, you look out for these glints. As you can see, that's what they look like. You want to try and, if a glint's on you and you're very far away, you're probably best off not getting into a firefight with them, as it indicates that they're probably using a sniper, and it's going to be a lot easier for them to kill you than you to kill them, obviously depending on whatever gun you have. Probably the most, if not definitely one of the most important tips is that you play the objective. This will change depending on obviously which game mode you play. For example, it won't matter how many kills your team gets. If the other team just captures more objectives in something like Conquest, it'll have just been a waste of your time, but you'll have plenty of kills if that's really what you want. Then you're better off just moving to Team Deathmatch or something. Sometimes the thrill of killing can get too much for people, and then they'll just chase kills while losing the objectives and then ending up losing the game. So my best advice to you is just stick to the objective of the current game mode you're playing, and as I say, if you want kills, then probably Team Deathmatch is the best game mode for that. As you can see, you gain XP from the objective as well, which will help you. You also get awarded with some bonus XP if you do certain things on the objective, like get a kill and defend it, or get a kill to take it. And this will help you level a lot faster, and it's very, very much underrated. All we need to do is aim above the target. This will account for any of the bullet drop. If we miss, we just got to try and adjust the bullet drop as we see the bullet flying. It's not the worst in this game, so it's not too bad. The only reason it seems so bad in this video is because the windmill is very far away. I'm also on the ground trying to shoot up, and it's extremely high. When shooting, it will not take many bullets to take down or kill an enemy. We can use this to our advantage by shooting in short bursts. Shooting in short bursts will help us kill the enemy a lot quicker by reducing our recoil and making our bullets far more accurate. This will allow us to use machine guns at greater range, hitting our target far more often than if we just spray and pray. Once you start using short bursts on machine guns, your gameplay will definitely improve greatly. This is my favorite tip and applies to most shooting games, hence why it's on the list. If you're not already familiar with it and use it, I would definitely advise you do start just shooting in short bursts. When you're spawned in, you can see down the bottom left hand side of your screen there's a map. Underneath the map you can see a green parachute with a LB and RB next to it. If you press them both at the same time, you'll get an option to spawn in any land vehicle. You also see that you have an option to spawn in a ranger. This is a small robot that will follow you around like a dog, but shoot stuff at the same time. They can be quite good in battle, to be honest with you. I would try using them. As you can see, there are a few different game modes. The reason why this might help you out a little bit is because some game modes might just not be suited to you, some game modes might be suited to you. I definitely advise trying them all so that you can sort of find out which one's best for you personally. Conquest is a mode where you capture flags, which in turn captures sectors, and then that's how you win the game. Breakthrough is attackers and defenders. The attackers have to push the objectives to capture sectors while the defenders try to stop them. Rush is 2 bomb sites, again with one team attacking, the other team defending, so you'll either be planting the bomb or you'll be defusing the bomb. There's also Team Deathmatch, which is pretty simple. It's just the most kills wins. Whoever gets the most kills wins. That's all it's about. Portal is a mix of the old maps, the sort of old Battlefield maps, and some different weapons remastered. It's definitely one of my favourite game modes. I really enjoy it, as well as Conquest. Hazard Zone is a Battle Royale style type of game mode where 8 teams of 4 fight it out in the map, and it slowly shrinks and they have to collect data before leaving the map. You can find out more about all these game modes if you just have a look at the tutorials. As you can see, there's little tutorials in each one of the game modes, and you can just watch them. That'll definitely help you out. And it's now time for the last quick bonus tip. It's really easy. It's to make use of your squads. And what I mean by that is if you're the leader, you can do things like you can look at an objective and you can mark the objective by pressing RB. You can also spawn on your squad mates, which can give you a huge advantage, especially in certain game modes, like for example Rush. You can spawn in a lot closer to the enemy bomb sites, or you can spawn in to defend your bomb sites, because sometimes the running distance is quite a lot. I would use it wisely, because as you can see here, I die very easily because I spawn in and try to run to the first building I see and I just get killed instantly. You're also able to revive your teammates, which is very helpful. You don't even need to be a medic to do that, whereas other people you will need to be a medic. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, as it helps out a lot. If you have any questions, please don't be scared, just stick them down in the comments. I'll try to answer them all for you if I can. Best of luck.